Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Midnight Monday. My name is Gavin, or Comrade Papa Bear, and tonight we will be playing The Midnight World, a uh, independently made horror RPG that I am one of the developers on. Um, and we're going to start today with some news. I have we this week we have, as always, we have a community cause that we're going to be supporting. And Izzy's going to give me the information for that soon, and I'll read it out in here in a moment. Right. Okay. So, yeah, someone that Izzy knows was her babysitter's brother was murdered, and they are going to be raising money for the family. So, all donations, all subscriptions will be going towards that cause this evening. And in advance, I would like to thank everybody who does uh, send money and support us in this. Um, Tonight, our content warnings are gore, dead bodies, dead animals, dismemberment, and silence. This evening, we'll be playing a module known as Company Retreat. We've done this a couple times on the channel. However, we're going to have a little bit of a twist. The characters this evening are all starting off untouched, meaning this is their first time dealing with something from beyond the veil. They have no clue how the Midnight World works. They have never dealt with it before, and that is what we're going to be doing. Um, Also, as another update, we are almost done with layouts. We are pretty much done with layouts right now. We're just going through with a fine tooth comb to make sure that everything is, the fonts are correct and all that fun stuff. But um, as is, it looks like we will be releasing on Drive Through RPG uh, September 1st or shortly after. I will have more updates for you next week as we continue. I'll know more as we get closer to. Those of you who have backed the Kickstarter will be getting a PDF in your emails. And then after that is done, that is when the print run starts, and we will get your hard copies out to you and everyone else. So, joining us this evening, we have three of our regulars here. We're going to start with the returning Cheese Cat.
Hey, everybody. Glad to be here. Glad to be back. It was a nice vacay, but here I am.
And
And
Pixie. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. You're playing.
I am. I am playing. I'm not modding. It's
No, you're.
awesome.
What are you playing today? Do you have that ready yet? Or
I
no?
do. So tonight we will be representing Tristan Applewaite. He's a bit of a scoundrel. He does basically physical security for the company. And he's got a bit of a checkered past.
Well, there you go. We have Tristan, and next up, Pixie.
Hi, I'm Pixie. I will be playing the scientist Gina, last name to be determined, since we're just putting these characters together now.
All right. And as you see, we have a new visual upgrade for Ourania. But
Hello.
Ourania.
Hi, everybody. I'm Ourania Stars. Yes, I have switched over to a VTuber model. It's quite fun. I like it. I like it a lot, and I hope y'all like it too. I will be playing Saren Shockley. She is essentially the department front desk lady. She's a little bit of a gossip with quite a mean streak. If there is something to know in the office, she knows it. And at the same time, like if there's someone to take care of, she knows how to take care of them because she's so nosy. Because if everybody's distressed, there's no gossip.
And all right. So you all have started on your characters. I don't know. Is everybody done? Does anyone need any more time?
Yeah, I need quite a bit. I I need more time.
Okay, that's
Same.
cool. We'll kind of go over what untouched means for everybody who is watching along. Typically, you start the game as a first hour character. You've already had some sort of encounter with something along beyond the Twilight Veil. It has basically sucked into your head. This is not. I'm sorry, I have to take this. 1 second.
It happens.
Oh, I'm running a game. Okay, that's cool.
I did not do that properly.
You okay?
Of course, it was useless. Sorry about that, but that's my stepson. He knows I run a game, so I assumed it was an emergency, and it was not. He just forgot. Anyways,
Gotta love kids.
yes, he's not a kid anymore. He's a grown ass man.
That's okay. Still a kid.
He's
Still
still a
a
kid. Yeah, he's still one of my kids. Anyways, but like I said, we will be doing untouched characters. So during the course of the game, they will be developing their trauma trigger, as well as a access to dread manifestations. They're not going to know what that dread manifestation is until I tell them it happens. At which point they can try to recreate it or do it again. But that is we will get there as the game moves on. All right. So, how much Tristan and Gina are both completed as what we need, or do you need any more time on those?
I'm
I'm
good.
picking
Okay.
out privileges and challenges. Knowing what
Okay.
other people have might help me to keep them balanced.
Well, real quick,
Narratively speaking.
Tristan, what is your challenge?
I am ability impaired. I chose to knock one off of my charisma. So maybe I'm a little disfigured or something. I have
Okay.
no idea.
All right.
I can't just be a grumpy asshole.
Gina, do you have a challenge yet? Or are you choosing your challenge?
Yeah, I'm presently choosing these things now. I picked scientist and resigned, and I picked the name, and I'm picking the pricking privileges and challenges now.
You got it. But okay. I would like to. Is there any way that you can screen share on here some of the PDF I sent earlier? I would like to show some people where we're at with all of that stuff.
With how pretty it is.
With how pretty it
you can
is, very
show
pretty.
it off.
I would love to show it off.
Hey, Papa Bear.
Huh, that's interesting. The curse seems interesting. Have we had that in play yet? Or is that new?
I think I've been cursed.
There's else.
Yes, I can. Okay. Okay, let me remember how to do that really quick, and then assets. We can upload an asset.
Okay, what does
And
entropic
then
condition
I
mean?
said,
Entropic means that all of your dice, when they roll a 1, count as if it's a distressed dice, not just your distressed dice.
Oh God.
Means you are wildly
What?
unlucky.
What about
Yeah.
Mithridism for the privileges?
I think that's interesting. I'm not sure this is going to be a fun ride for her, but I think narratively speaking, Curse is interesting, and I will take it.
Okay, I just... It's in here, but I don't know how to screen share it. Weird. Oh, it's shared.
I'm gonna assume that Mithridatism has something to do with poison resistance.
I believe so. Why does it want me to do a new window?
Oh, it's called toxic resistant in the PDF. Okay. That makes way more sense.
Gotcha. Okay, well I have like this whole thing, but for some reason it's like, nah, I don't want to like show it on the... I don't understand why it's not letting me do this.
This is the first time I've actually made a character from scratch instead of just rolling them up or taking a pre-done sheet.
Well, unfortunately, I am not able to actually share this on here for some reason. I've got it. You can all see. That's like the official complete layout draft. The four of you can look at. But I can't actually open it.
Nope, it just opens in a new window.
Yep, it only opens in a new window. It must be too big. Okay, well, Gina, do you have your challenge?
Yeah, I picked Curse, and I'm going to pick Privilege Hardy, since I think those are, like, if bad things just keep spontaneously happening, you have to be pretty durable to survive them.
And Saren, do you have...
Twilight Beacon.
Oh, cool.
Oh no, I've used that one before. It's, good luck.
Look, someone's got
to... You would
to...
track these things.
Exactly!
Also that.
All
but
right. Well,
I don't know what privilege to pick, though.
I picked Hardy. Just don't pick Hardy, and as long as we have a good narrative spread, it will be interesting. It doesn't have to be optimized. It's just interesting.
Well, I kind of like the idea of Dread Beings being able to spot her easily, but, like, not wanting to go anywhere near her.
So Dreadbane and Twilight Beacon are not able to be taken together.
Oh.
That's something that we're adding there because they are mechanically opposite to one another.
I could see how they would work together, but I would also see, like, how from a rules as written perspective, they could not. So, that makes a lot of sense. All right, I think I'm going to do Sharp Sense.
I mean, you could also, if you don't want to have a challenge, you can take Charmed Life, and then you don't get in a challenge.
Nah, I like the Twilight Beacon challenge for this, especially since we're untouched. She has no she has no idea. This is great. But like Sharp Sense makes sense for her because she's such a busybody.
Finally, it worked. I'm finally on the compound. There. Okay. Anyways, so if we have that, we are ready to go. Alrighty, everybody. Buckle up. Here we begin.
Where do we pick our stat arrays from? I want to make sure I did this properly.
Okay, the stat for attributes, you choose hold on, let me get to the right thing. Your strength, acumen, and charisma, you choose 3, 2, and 1. Your coordination, intuition, and resilience, you choose 3, 2, 1. For your skills, you choose 2 3s, 3 2s, and 4 1s.
You're gonna have to slow down because I got it.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah. Okay, so strength, acumen, charisma is 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, you choose, and then coordination, intuition, resilience is 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Int res is 3, 2, 1. Okay, and then under skills.
Skills is 2 3s, 3 2s, and 4 1s.
Okay, so 4 we leave as default.
What?
So there's 4 of them we're going to leave as a default 1. So
Yeah.
you said 2 3s and 3 2s?
Yes.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay. Kind of like the idea of. Okay, we're gonna do this. This. That. Oh, stop doing that.
Your computer
I
or
was
an
having
animal?
the same problem.
So I go to click edit, and it instead clicks the dice, and so it sends the die to the die roller, and I have to
Yeah.
clear the die roller.
It will do that. They've
Oh,
updated
yeah,
this thing as well,
that's a
so
thing.
like it's kind of it compiles the dice on the right now, and
I do like that. I do
I
like that a
actually like
lot.
that better too. So while y'all are finishing that up, I'm gonna go ahead and read the
What was the difference between endurance and metal again?
endurance is physical, metal is mental.
Okay.
And then what was vigilance?
Vigilance is like your awareness of your surroundings, your ability to be, you know, vigilant of things around you.
So it's like situational awareness.
Sort of. I mean, it's more vigilance is used in investigation roles. It's used in spot checks. It's used in uh, a couple other things. Uh, in initiative roles as well.
I have. And then how do we decide our aptitudes? Is it just things that we think our character would have?
Yep. Any 4 that you think your character would have, think about what their position is in their job. You'd want a couple of those. You'd want something that makes sense for that, and then whatever, like 1 or 2 things that your character focuses on themselves and their free time.
Okay.
And we're
And
ignoring, and because your characters are untouched, we're ignoring the minute hands for now.
Right. You have no midnight clock at this point. Ignore it until once this beginning portion happens in the game. You will end up being like you end up becoming one of the touched. So
do we choose specializations or do we just leave those blank?
leave them blank for now, and then when I tell you what to add, you'll add it.
Oh.
Sounds great.
Alrighty. Is everybody ready?
Nope, I completely messed up the numbers here. I've somehow wound up with 4 2s and 1 3, so I have to fix that.
Well, that's just like one little change. You're pretty much done. So.
Okay, yeah, I don't have any aptitudes picked out or anything, but
Oh yeah, let's go ahead and grab those. We are doing step 3 this evening. Be choosy, or character creation style 3. Be choosy, which is where you choose your own character stuff instead of the randomized rolls. It makes it a little easier when it's hard to the way you would do untouched characters if you do the other way, which is the randomized way, is you just go ahead and roll what your trauma trigger is and your dread manifestation, all that, and then you just don't have access to them until you become a different type of character. And yeah. So,
Sweet.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
I've decided my character is a lab technician, except I don't know the exact job duties that entails.
I mean, it's a pharmacy company, so
Just because that was the part of biology I disliked the most was working with small increments of things inside labs.
already.
Okay, science, medicine.
Oh, there's also one that is not listed on this character sheet. It has to be fixed. Academics is one that is not actually on our aptitude drop list here. If you want to use that, academics is different than other ones in that you do academic specialties and then specializations. So if you choose academics, you go academics, linguistics, and then your specialty can be romance languages, linguistics, right? You can do academics, particle physics, or something along those lines. But academics is a different kind of thing. It's similar to the language aptitude in that way, in that you choose like specifically what you have. All right. So everybody who's done, can you raise your hand real quick, just so I know?
Mostly. I picked out my aptitudes. I'm just figuring how unmessifying these numbers that I put together.
I will simply turn on my drunk blush as my hand raise because
Drunk.
I don't have that in yet. I
Okay.
don't have that react in yet.
Okay. Well, drunk blush is that works. So everybody's pretty good. So here we go.
Bam.
You sit around a large campfire surrounded by coworkers. You're at you are at your yearly company retreat at the 6th Ridge Scout Reservation Camp in Caring, Ohio. The massive fire pit in front of you has begun to burn down to embers as the marketing coordinator, Janet, closes out the evening with a local legend. It's become tradition for your group every year to close out your first night by sharing the story of the cannibal of 6th Ridge. Something about tonight's retelling is different from the ones you've heard before. For some reason, tonight, the entire group is hanging off of Janet's every word. Where you'd usually see the soft glow of a cell phone or hear idle chatter, instead all you hear is her voice cutting through the cacophony of cicadas and crickets. And after she closes her story, everybody begins to head back to their respective cabins in silence. The story of the cannibal of Six Ridge is one about strange occurrences with campers and hikers going missing in the area, and their bodies being found typically in caves or elsewhere with all of the flesh gnawed off of them. Um, the theory runs that they weren't animal marks or teeth marks from animals, but they were a human being had done this to them. It's an old story and one you've heard many different times. Um, and of course, the end of the story is, now the cannibal uh, hides here at night around waiting for people as a way to sort of bring you into it as possible victims of cannibalism. But after the story wraps up, you begin traveling up the hill to your accommodations for the evening and prepare for bed. Um, you are the three of you are actually in the same room. You share it with two others. Um, Stefan and Lily are both in your bunks. They have taken the two bunks by the door, and the three of you are elsewhere. Going to give you a moment here to say what you do to prepare for bed this evening.
So there's like a fairly okay bathroom, right?
I mean, not in you're going to have to go to the bathroom area at the camp area. You have like I mean, it's a camp, so there's
Okay.
no such thing as an okay bathroom in a camp. Um,
Yep. You have a bunkhouse where literally your bunks are,
mhm.
and then you have an outhouse, but maybe it's better than an outhouse,
I mean, it's got
like
some
with
plumbing,
running water.
right? There's
Yeah.
there's like running water and stuff. Like it's a little more upscale than the old moon cut door thing, but
No
it's still
latrines.
you're dealing with like a couple of stalls side by side, and then like some showering areas inside the like bathhouse.
Look, as long
Um,
as there's like a sink with like one of those warped ass mirrors in front of them, like so I'm gonna take my fairly sizable toiletry bag with me filled with all my skincare stuff that I just could not go without even for a moment and take it to the bathroom dressed in like this like what looks like the most bougie black cotton pajamas, like I'm talking like the two-piece cotton pajamas with
okay,
a monogram on the chest.
gotcha.
And
So
like just go like hair up, like the whole like like bath time hairband, whole 9 yards, and I just go and I start like washing my face.
okay. Describe your characters physically, please.
So as Saren makes it to this mirror, she will examine her shoulder length black hair, and bright and bright blue eyes. She'll she'll apply the product all over her fair skin. Um, she's got really no problem reaching the sink because she's as average height as she can get. And if anyone looks a little closely, the top three buttons of her shirt seem to be straining to stay closed. uh and but otherwise she's fairly average for what you'd expect at the company.
I think Gina is just gonna be wearing like kind of some scruffy old pajamas, like shuffling there with like a dead eye expression to the bathhouse with just like a face, just like a couple of face wipes and one of those like disposable toothbrush things, and she'll just like give a tired nod to Sarah, and she's not gonna be there nearly as long, and she's just gonna go back to the top bunk and just like pass out like a log.
All right. Well,
And I and you may feel slightly reluctant to take the bunk below her. I imagine she's like she's pretty big.
Okay. Um, cat or
so Tristan, while the ladies are doing their routine, getting everything ready, is outside, having a cigarette, just keeping an eye on the whole campground, being part of the security detail team and everything. It just never leaves him. He's about 5'11", pretty hefty dude. I'm bad with weight, but he's Samoan. A lot of people give him a questioning look when they see Applewhite, but he took his husband's last name because it sounds fancier. So, yeah, he actually is letting his hair down tonight, literally. So long, curly black hair, and just think The Rock with long, curly black hair.
okay. Well, there you go. All right. So the three of you have been preparing for bed here. Stefan and Lily have both they kind of like snuck out halfway through the story, or before, halfway through the evening around the campfire, and we're pretty much like heading to bed. Um, Lily kind of grumbles a bit as you head into the room, but otherwise she like puts a pillow over top of her head and just sort of deals with it until you're quiet enough for her to go back to sleep. Stefan sleeps right through it like a log. He's just out. You got a soft snoring from the front door as you kind of walk in. Um, so the three of you,
Yep.
if you are ready for bed, unless you have anything else you would like to do. As you kind of go through your stuff, you notice that like you don't have any cell reception out here. You haven't had any reception out here, and the cicadas, crickets, the bugs are going crazy. It is super loud outside right now. Um, the windows, there's a small like the bunkhouse has like these small windows around it, but they're not like glass enclosed. There's just like a bug screen on them, so you get kind of a cool breeze from the mountains coming through all night. But it also does not do anything to stop all the noises of the woods.
Yeah, like with the cicadas, the Saren's gonna get like she's never really been a heavy sleeper to begin with. Um it's part of those sharp senses. She always seems to be able to like hear and like smell and like um really get woken up at a pin drop. So like these cicadas going off constantly is just gonna fuck with her. So she's not sleeping. She'll doze, but like the concept of sleeping, nah.
Yeah. And that's how she feels as she's laying on the bed. But after a little while, she does eventually drift off. There's something about the droning of the bugs and the breeze coming in and the silent snoring from the corner. She eventually keeps her eyes closed, trying to go, and all of you do drift off to sleep. Um, However, you're not sure how long you've been asleep, but you are awakened by a massive crash, uh, almost like an explosion of some sort. A boom. The three of you jump, like sit up in bed and look around. The cabin is dark. There were lights outside that for people to walk by and stuff like that, but you don't see any of them on right now either. And the first thing that you notice, especially Saren, is that all of those bugs, you don't hear them anymore. No crickets, no cicadas, no nothing.
At waking up to the explosion, you hear Gina mutter, "Ah, not again."
Interesting.
Ugh.
I'm gonna I'm gonna get out of bed.
All right. Well, you can't see anything. It is absolutely pitch black. But you do get out of bed and kind of stand on the ground. Start. What do you do?
Um, so I'm not dumb, and I'm actually going to Kat, can you change your display name to your character name so I remember? I'm sorry.
No.
It was
Okay.
Tristan, right?
Tristan.
Hey,
I
I never do that. It usually takes me like 2 sessions
You
to
can-
actually pick the names up properly.
Do you know how to do that, Kat?
I've forgotten
You
today.
click on the actual name.
There we go.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm sitting bolt upright. I'm looking around. I'm not dumb. I'm waking up Tristan and being like, hey, I heard something, and now all the bugs are quiet. It's
We
dead
all
quiet.
heard it, dude.
Like, can you come outside with me?
Calm
Yeah.
down. I'll-
Just
and
it
as
wasn't me
she's
this
like
time.
thinking that she's waking him up, he's already like boots on feet, lacing up, cinching the belt.
And as Tristan is doing that, Serena or Saren, I need you to. You feel something kind of wet touch against your right foot, as you're standing over there. And as you kind of jump and move your hand up, your foot begins to burn as if it touched something caustic. I want you to add 1 damage to your sheet, please.
Ow!
And you look around and down, but you can't really see anything because there are no lights.
Oop.
Did you just twist your ankle?
So,
No, something touched me and it hurt.
Tristan pulls out his Zippo.
You can come up on the
Lights
bunk
it.
if you need to. It's fine. There's room up here for multiple.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay,
scramble up.
And the
like,
two of you, you jump up on the bed, and as you look back around, you see Tristan's flickering on of their lighter, and on the ground you see the bodies of of
Lily,
Lily and
Cool.
Stefan. Of Lily and Stefan, only they are no longer in one piece. Something has pulled them apart. Their arms, legs, torso are laying all over, and the blood that is around them, you can see where your foot is what touched the blood, like it leaked onto you. Like it leaked up to you, and that seems to be what burned you. Saren, this is actually where you are going to gain your trauma trigger of flickering lights.
You okay? Oh, it's so not okay.
Nice. I like it.
So what do you do?
So seeing that,
Screaming. All I'm doing is screaming.
can you bite a pillow or scream into the pillow?
If someone gives it to her, probably.
Yeah, pull my feet up, so I don't want my boots to get damaged by this.
Gives it to her. All right.
Excuse me, I need my
Anyways.
inhaler. Thank you.
You're welcome.
If Gina actually sees the like splattered corpses and stuff, I think she's probably gonna throw up. No matter how, that's not really.
I would like all of you to make a keep it together check. That is going to be a sorry, my brain just zapped out of it. That is going to be a resilience plus metal, and if you have centering, that is the upgrade for it. None of you have distress dice yet because that doesn't. However, yeah, it's one success. One
That's where I
success.
changed the dice type. I get. There we go.
Do you have centering?
Yes, I do have centering.
And you do change it. Ooh, you get a big roll.
Nice.
Yay!
success.
I managed to get
So-
a success from that.
Saren, you're screaming, but after a moment, Gina is able to kind of like shove a pillow into your face for you to calm down. Though, yeah, I would like you. You're kind of like able to like calm yourself down. However, Saren, you now have a midnight clock, so you now have 1 hour, 1 minute, and 1 second.
Bum, bum, bum.
What do you
1
do?
hour, 1 minute, and 1 second.
As
my
you're
God.
watching this as you're like looking down at this, you'll notice that the blood seems to be moving. Not really like it's flowing or spreading out, but like it's actually actively moving towards in a pool where Saren ran back to the bed.
Oh Lord. I will share this observation.
I'm gonna rip the sheets out off the bed and try to smother the advancing pile of gore.
This is terrifying.
The pillow being used to help calm Saren, but those paper thin camping sheets might be able to help suppress the. oozing maybe a little bit. I don't like any bit of that sentence.
throwing the bedding down or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. You're able to throw the bedding down kind of on top of the blood, and it soaks through a bit, and you see it actually kind of like it's eating through it just a tiny bit. Like whatever this is, it's very well. It's not eating through it; it's bleeding through it. Because it's blood, just like normal blood you think would, but it doesn't seem to be moving anymore.
So, with that observation, Tristan's gonna put his foot down, like kind of stomp,
Okay.
and see what the blood does.
As you stomp, you see the blood start to move towards you again. You can see it actually through the sheet as it's like soaked through, kind of soaking towards the sheet towards you, as well as the blood that's not covered begin to move towards you where you stomped your foot down.
All right, guys. This thing's got some kind of tremor sense. Like, I don't know what this is. I don't know if y'all can fin out these windows. I know I can't. So,
do we want to try to throw something in like a far corner and like try and tiptoe our way out? I don't know. I need to get out. We need to get out of here.
I got my boots on.
How easily can the roof come up? Like, if it's just kind of like a camping lean-to.
I mean, it's not a lean-to; it's a cabin. It is a wooden cabin that is built. You are not in a tent. However, there are windows that are small. You might be able to squeeze out of them. It won't be easy, and it'll be kind of a fall on the other side. But right now, that thing, whatever these things are, is blocking the door, as well as the bodies of your friends. Um,
And it doesn't seem like it's eating through the wood, right?
No, it does not seem like it's eating through the wood. Though the closer you look, it looks like it is eating through the flesh of what's left of Lily and Stefan. Um,
Well, there's the cannibal, I guess.
Tristan, your lighter goes out.
Oh,
These
son
things
of
are
a
never
bitch.
supposed to be real, but yet they are. So let's get out of here.
Where are
let-
your shoes?
Yes.
You're in bed still. Where are your shoes? You need to tell me where your shoes are, both of you right now, so I can get you out.
They're under
'Cause
the bunk.
I got my boots
But I think
on,
they're covered in
and I'm
blood
leaving.
now. And
You
that
put
blood
them
seems to be eating things. So
under the bunk.
The blood's not under your bunk yet. It was heading towards you when you threw the thing down, but it's not under your bunk yet.
Yeah, mine is also mine would have been under my bunk as well.
All right.
if you leave
Well,
them out in the middle
hopefully
of
I
the
can
cabin,
find your
people
shoes.
trip on them and
Otherwise, you
twist their
two.
ankles.
I'm sorry. I can help you down, but you're gonna burn your feet. So
I'm gonna
rush over
prioritize
there
being alive.
and try to quickly reach under, do an arm sweep for shoes so I can toss them up on the top bunk to the ladies and start booking it out the door to hopefully attract the slimy blood ooze to follow me so they can get out without burning them little selves.
Okay, so you're grabbing their boots and get that part's not difficult. You're able to kind of grab them and
Yay.
throw them up there. You don't really have any light to work by. Are you going to pull out some sort of light source or?
I mean, I guess my phone, I'll turn that on and use the flashlight from the phone since my lighter went out.
Okay.
Someone left that in the car.
Yeah. So you turn the light on. You're able to kind of grab their boots or whatever. I need you to make a in order to dodge around these things. We're going to do a coordination plus. We're going to call this a composure check to kind of like hopscotch your way through the different body parts and blood. Athletics.
You said composure and coordination, right?
Composure, coordination, athletics. You got to clear your dice pool because you still have the other 3 from the last roll.
Oops. Thought I did. My bad. Thank
It's all
you.
good.
Roll good. Okay, well,
That's
one
one
is all you
success.
need.
You're able to toss their shoes up to them, and then after you do, you start like kind of jumping over the various parts of the blood and body parts until you get to the front door. You go out the front door on the little staircase that leads down, and the blood is following you to that front door. Um, and you are now standing outside on the ground, turning around, looking in, and seeing the blood to continue its way towards where it last sensed you. The 2 of you are sitting on the bed, and you see this. What do you do?
Still want to
I-
try to go out a window.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull my boots on. Kind of look to my bed to see if I can see my phone, and if I can, grab it.
Yeah, you have no problem getting your phone.
And then, like, as I'm gonna try and skirt around the ooze to go outside rather than risk the window.
Okay, so if you're going to go out, so Gina, if you're going out the window, I need you to make we're going to call it a strength plus toughness check to pop out this, well, actually, it's bug screening. You don't need to roll anything for that. We're going to have you make a coordination plus, we'll call it reaction in order to like kind of shimmy outside the window without hurting yourself. Athletics on that one. Saren, it's going to be the same roll that Tristan had. That's going to be a coordination plus composure athletics check.
I don't have minutes to spend yet, so this is just going to be a complicated success.
No, it might. You have entropy. You're cursed. You're entropic. It's
Oh, okay. I didn't have anything come up once. I thought it had to come
Yeah.
up one to be a.
Well, yeah. Oh, sorry. You're right. I thought you were the one rolling. So you rolled. You got a complicated success. You do not have seconds yet. You're able to like you like kick the window out that's behind you and start trying to crawl over. But as you're trying to like grab on, you end up falling a good 6 feet maybe, if that, and landing like on your right arm and shoulder, knocking the wind out of you for a moment and taking 2 damage from the fall. Saren, you got a 1 success. Okay, so you are able
after spending a couple minutes.
seconds.
Seconds, yes.
Yes.
Okay,
So
good.
you're able to kind of dance over the things and get out to the front door, standing next to Tristan, jumping down into the dirt off of the thing, and you notice, Tristan, that like it doesn't seem to try to follow you past the little edge. It doesn't fall down the steps or anything like that. It seems the blood seems to start moving back towards the pile of meat it already has. Once you're out of the way, Gina comes from around the side of the building, kind of like holding her arm from where she took a bit of a tumble. But you are now standing in front of the building, holding your various cell phone lights and kind of flashing them around. The first thing that you see as you turn around is, wait, where'd it go? There is a body, another one, lying on the ground in the path not far from your cabin. There are 2 other cabins in the area that you're in, further up the hill. Both of them are roughly the same size as yours. And then you see someone with kind of long, shoulder length brown hair lying on the ground. From here, it looks like they still may be moving.
Oh my god.
So medicine. We're trained in pharmacy. I want to see if this is a condition I would recognize.
Okay, so you're running over. Are you running over there to get to her or whatever?
Yeah, trying to take a closer look and see if this is what was going on inside the cabin or something different.
Who goes to do that? Gina?
I Gina can or I will. It really just depends on who moves first, who wants to move first.
You can all go at the same time. It doesn't matter who gets there first. Just asking who is specifically going to see this person on the ground.
I am. I'm going.
Tristan's checking out, like trying to investigate this blood trail, slime, ooze, monster, whatever the is going on, whatever it is. Wants to see where it starts, where it ends.
Okay. I would like you to make a Tristan. I would like you to make a. We're going to call it an intuition plus. We'll call it vigilance for investigation here. Making it if you have investigation on this one. Gina, did you go with Saren to the body?
She's right there first because whatever's
Okay,
going
so
on, it
both of
needs to
you,
be dealt with.
both of you, kind of run over there together to see what's going on. And as you get there, you kind of reach down and pull over, and you see Janet, who was telling the story earlier, laying on her back. And as soon as you do, she is covered in wounds of some sort. It looks like something has gashed her open, cut open her abdomen. She's got a massive slice across of her face, and it looks like bite or teeth marks. Something ripped into her shoulder as well. Her good arm, when she sees you, she looks at you in panic, and she puts her finger up to her lips and says, "Shh." And as she's doing this, like blood and spittle are flying past her upraised finger as she's looking at you in a panicked way. What do you do?
I mean, first of all, I immediately yank her hand down and cover her mouth because she's the one being loud now.
She seems to see that you get it and nods, and she's like looks down at her various wounds. Gina, are you making a medicine check on this? I'd like you to
Yeah.
make. This is going to be a intuition plus wit medicine. Saren, what are you doing?
At this point now I'm assisting with triage. So looking over her wounds, seeing if there's anything that we can stem the flow of, or if she's just a lost cause at this point.
Okay, well, Gina is doing the triage check here. If you want to assist with that, it costs seconds. That is actually the way that this is done
Okay.
now. So
That's fine.
if
For-
you want to
This
for
is
every
not for aptitude. This is just something that she kind of knows how to do. So if you want to take over, you can.
Oh yeah, this is an aptitude that she has. She has
Like, she
aptitude
has
in
an aptitude, but the traits she uses for it are only one each.
well, you said you were the one doing the spot, so you've got to do it. We're
Okay.
not metagaming this. Sarah,
Yeah,
you may
no.
spend 3 seconds in order to add a D8, and then the 3 more seconds to add another. You can add up 2 D8 to this using 6 seconds.
I will give her a single D8.
That works somehow.
Roll another D8, please, Gina. Gina, one more D8. Gina,
Oh,
one more D8. That's one success. All right. So you look down and realize immediately that without first aid kit, medical kit, something, you are not going to be able to save her life. She is bleeding out right now. She has wounds. The wound on her shoulder looks like an animal has bitten into her, and there is definitely a lot of blood coming from that. The wounds on her face are not so bad, or not as like life threatening, but this slice across her abdomen is also bleeding profusely. She is covered in blood. She is losing a lot, and from the shining the light down, you can see she's starting to lose some color. There's not a lot you can do without first aid. Tristan, what did you get?
I got 2 successes.
All right. So what you've noticed is it does not seem to recognize you at all. It goes back and it just starts to coalesce around the different pieces of people, and you can, as you kind of watch it closely with your light, It's like it's eating the flesh itself, like burning it or breaking it down. Um, you immediately kind of think it's almost like bile or something, breaking down in the stomach is what it
Yeah.
feels like.
That's
Uh,
just odd.
So at this point, I'm going to assume that it's mostly like shock keeping her from feeling pain.
hmm
Um,
Gina, I need you to make another keep it together check, please.
Okay. That's resilience and
Resilience and metal with centering. That
okay.
is 0 successes.
I got a 6 for the second.
Doesn't matter. You got a 1. You have entropy.
Oh, entropy.
That is 0, and you have no seconds yet, but you do now. Gina, your trauma trigger is now gore or gore, clutter, or like disgusting kind of like conditions. So
So gore and
Fetid
squalor.
conditions.
yeah,
I
gore,
put gore and
squalor.
squalor.
Yep. And you now have access to a midnight clock.
Okay, so set everything to 1.
Yep, set everything to 1 currently.
I remembered.
You, however, do have a mild panic that takes you over for just a moment. You sit down and there's sort of like you start like kind of rocking back and forth, like not sure what you're looking at or what's going on. You're not. I mean, you're a pharmacist. You weren't trained for this sort of crap, and you're in the woods. People are pulled to pieces. It's finally catching up to you. So just for the next few seconds, you're going to be kind of trying to like get it together in your head. Saren, you actually see Gina just sort of sit down and start like rocking and almost like almost dissociate for a moment. Tristan, after you have finished looking through this, you turn around to see Gina sitting on the ground and around this body of somebody who's, as far as you can tell, dead.
All right. He's gonna.
And you have also not heard the quiet warning, just to give you a heads up.
Just gonna flashlight over. There's 3 dead bodies outside, right? Or just one?
Just the one.
Just the one. Okay.
For now.
Yeah.
For now. Bum, bum, bum.
wait, so is Janet unconscious now?
She's kind of slipped away into something as you were like checking over her. She's closed her eyes and she's breathing. It's very shallow. It's very very panicked. She's gripping your hand very tightly, Saren, for the moment.
I'm whispering like I'm here, and I immediately like look over it, like whip my head around to Tristan, like put my finger up to my lips and go, she's still barely conscious, but she's conscious and we're going to lose her. I don't know how to make the pain stop. And Saren looks close to crying again. Like what do we do? She's going to die.
So, do you want to have a conversation about it?
I want you to make the pain
Because you
stop.
just shushed and now you're. Anyway, she's got keys. Can you dig them out? Because I don't want to stay here anymore. I want to get to the cars and I want to go. And I know that she's got keys. It's Janet, right?
Yes, it's Janet. Also, what?
Yeah.
So what? You just
Grab her
want to
keys.
leave her? You're just going to leave her to suffer here?
What can I do? What can you do? Are you a surgeon? Do you have morphine?
No.
Do you have some special K that you can put her in a K hole?
No.
Okay.
Gavin, I can
Do
hear
you
that
want to
pen.
be the next one?
You're supposed to. This is what you're hearing from the woods. A constant clicking. Over and over and over. It's the first noise that you've heard out of the woods since you were woken up.
And of course,
Okay.
with my ears, it's
Yeah,
driving me
you
absolutely
pick it up,
fucking insane.
picking up pretty quickly. Yeah, you hear it pretty fast.
You know what? Fine. Fine, fine, fine. And I start rooting around her soon to be cold body for keys.
And you find them.
Better warm than cold.
She's got you root around and eventually you do find the little key fob to her Prius.
I take it and I hold it out to Tristan. Is there really no mercy that we can offer her? Not even a quicker death than bleeding out on this ground.
Do you have a 9mm on you? Because I don't.
No.
Do you want me to
Fine.
bash her head in with a rock? Because you can do that as well as I can. I mean, I know I've got more bulk and a little bit more height on you, but
That almost. So.
And as you're arguing about this, you feel her hand slip out of yours.
there you go.
Good news is that at least she didn't die alone. And I stand up and I start walking towards the cars.
All right. As you start walking towards the cars, Tristan, you're gonna flash your light kind of down the path to where you're going, and it goes right across a very shadowy figure, something that you've never seen before. None of you have ever seen before. It's roughly human height, 5 foot, around 6 foot, five, or like high end 5, low foot 6. It's bipedal of some sort, very wiry looking. It has, there's a black circular head with these massive sort of like pointed ears on the top, but there's no eyes, no nose. And as you see from and it looks like no mouth for a moment, but you hear that clicking coming from it as teeth sort of appear out of its black silhouette of a head and start chattering, like around, like it's searching for something. Yes.
And yeah, Gina,
I love the Foley work.
in like a stage whisper, she says, "Hide."
Oh, hello, Pupper.
Okay, so
They
Gina,
made an actual appearance. Hello.
I need you to make a. We're gonna call it an intuition and. You know what? We'll call it a We'll call it a composure. And I don't know, negotiation's not right here. It would be.
So intuition, composure.
Give me a second. I'm trying. What in the hell is? Why can't I open any of these aptitudes? Oh, because it's the wrong goddamn thing. There we go. Now I can do it. I'll give you, if you have performance, if you have larceny, or negotiation.
Okay. So that was composure, or
Yeah.
okay, because I don't have the upgrades.
Okay.
Yay!
It's one success. All right. You kind of like whisper across about that, about getting out of here or hiding, but what do you all do?
What's there to hide behind?
There's woods. There's also a couple of different cabins near you, things like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try and dart behind a cabin.
All right. If you're hiding, I need you to make a coordination plus composure larceny check. Anyone who is going to attempt to hide.
I do not have larceny. Hey!
And don't forget your distress dice.
Oh,
I
that's
say-
right. I have one of
that's-
those.
You
I
do actually,
almost
yeah.
forgot to
All of
add
you,
mine.
everybody, except for Tristan, currently has one distress
Hey!
die
Okay.
because
Is
once you saw this
composure and what?
composure and coordination.
Coordination.
Oh,
And-
question. Can I use seconds to reroll a 1 on a regular dice, or does it become a distress
Yes,
die?
you can.
Okay.
And I not only have larceny, but I have hide in plain sight.
Okay.
That gives you what? Remind me.
I forget, but it sounded really awesome.
I mean, yeah,
My first reroll of that dice was another 1.
that was a privilege.
No, it's not a privilege.
It's a
It's just
specialty?
a specialization. There it is. Yeah.
Oh yeah, then your eights will explode
Sweet.
if you have larceny.
I do.
Your eights count as 2.
Good. Oh, I guess it helps if I click that button. Fucking click it. Jesus. Roll that shit. Damn.
2
That's
successes.
okay. Still 2.
The 3 of you kind of like scuttle off into different, almost different directions, like into the woods or whatever, away from this thing.
Oh no, Tristan stands still. He wants to see what happens.
Oh, okay. Tristan, you stand still. This thing is heading up the path earlier, and you see it kind of clicking its way towards your cabin. Sarah and Gina, you kind of like scuttle off to the woods or behind trees to hide and watch. And Tristan, this thing steps and steps and steps and walks maybe 4 feet away from you as it passes right by you, continuing to walk right up to where your cabin was, clicking the entire time. It seems to like it moves its head, it clicks again, bouncing off, trying to figure out what's going on. Trying to looks, but it doesn't seem to be able to spot or see you, which is interesting. Tristan, you now have a. I need you to make a keep together check.
Oh no.
Shadow puppets of a bat.
That's resilience and
Metal.
metal. Metal.
Metal.
So fucking metal.
That is
Yeah,
a
so that's a
1.
1.
You're able to keep it together. However, this is the moment where you realize that you are in over your head in a way that just isn't going to be explainable. For a while, you were sitting there looking at the blood, going, there has to be a reason this is happening. But this, as it walks by you, something snaps inside of your head. You realize for a moment something is wrong. You now have a midnight clock, and your trauma trigger is silence.
Woo, silence.
Huh.
And you're going to go ahead and add another minute as soon as you roll through here, because you have to be silent. But the creature does continue its way up to your cabin, at which point it pokes its head in, and seems to just sort of like meander on through. You don't really see where it's going from there, but it has gone past you. What do the 3 of you do?
Time to GTFO.
Get out and get help.
I
That-
woof.
Where would the Jeep be? I mean the Prius.
To get to the parking lot, you're going to head down the hill to where you were before, which is the main camp area. In the main camp area, there is like a ranger building, which is where like a ranger would normally be stationed in this area, and it's connected to like a larger sort of like kitchen area where campers go to cook their food for big group events. There's also some more cabins down there, and that's where most of the like CEOs and high ups are staying as well. But across from that is the trail that leads up to the parking lot. Once you get to the parking lot, you're gonna have to drive a little ways up the side of the mountain in order to get to the exit for this area, which is over by. There's another building on the way out that kind of a main building that's for an attraction called that's like the God damn it, what are they called? My mouse is being not great.
That's okay.
Uh, Six Ridge Cavern, which is sort of like this cavern thing that you can take a tour through that they have or they used to have. It's been closed for a little while, but you know that's like kind of where you're headed to get out of here. That's where the gatehouse is.
I'm gonna. Oh. So okay, Saren does not want to make a move. Like there is fight, flight, and freeze, and Saren is frozen. Like there is nothing on this planet that makes sense anymore. Like she had in her spare time like done a little bit of research into the area and the rumor ahead of time, and like this was enough of an occurrence to this company that like we've even been here before, maybe. Like, creepy stories and cryptids are cool and everything, but actually seeing one totally different story. So she is frozen in place. Like,
All right. So Tristan, you are currently looking around as that thing passes you. Gina and Saren are kind of over by a tree, uh, looking at you. But Gina, what are you doing?
She's gonna be tracing the path out of there at her eyes visually, trying to be very strategic about it. So her head is like she's chasing the path out. She seems to just be planning, and has like a distant look in her eyes because of what's going on.
Okay. So the thing is currently in in your campground. Are you going to? What are you gonna do? Or in your bunkhouse? And the three of you are just sort of sitting here. Tristan, what are you doing?
Tristan's on the move. He's getting to the parking lot.
You gave Tristan the keys, so it's now or never, Saren, and Gina.
following.
He
Yep.
he does
Immediately.
All right, I need all
As soon as
three
I
of
hear
you.
a shuffle, she's going.
I need all three of you to make a coordination, composure, larceny check. This is so Tristan. I realize hide in plain sight is your ability to sort of like blend into a crowd or into a public space. Not technically what we're doing here, so you don't get explosions for this. I just remembered what that was.
You said it was still coordination composure, or
Yeah, but you still get your
Okay.
upgrades to D8s.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend a couple seconds to try. Definitely not. Let's try this one more time.
That didn't work.
One more time, I'm gonna go up to a minute and some change.
nice.
Saren, you should also have a distress die.
Off. I keep forgetting that damn thing. I get one more attempt and then I'm gonna give up. Yep, nope. The dice do not like this.
Yeah, so Gina and Sarah, and you see Tristan after you like watch the thing go, and you see Tristan kind of bolt off. So you're like, "Oh God, we've got to follow." And the two of you kind of crouch low and try to be silent, but you end up snapping over quite a few
Making
twigs
more
as you do so.
noise.
You get down the trail behind them, and as you flash the light over the back, you see that creature pop its head back out of the thing and quickly start heading towards where you are.
I want to throw a stone or a bridge or something as far away from me as possible.
Okay, I would like you to make we're call it a coordination toughness check on this, athletics.
Preferably perpendicular to the direction that you're traveling. Or behind you. Just not at me.
That's the idea. Coordination, toughness. Fortunately, these are good traits, so even with the things
Distress
against
die.
this and the unluckiness.
Yep.
Okay, one success.
One success. You pick up kind of a rock as you see it go, and you hunk it over to the left, and it goes into the woods and cracks off of a couple of trees. And the thing is, it's kind of like uh, not necessarily, it's stalking towards you. It's not running, but it picks up speed and starts heading towards the woods, clicking and chattering even faster. Tristan, you are going to add another minute for being total silence.
Yay!
Yay! What do you three do after Gina has thrown the rock? Do you decide to make a run for it? Do you continue to stealth your way down?
That was
Woof.
I'm getting to the car.
Quiet, quiet.
All right, so I
Don't
need
try to
everybody to
tiptoe.
make
You're
another
just going to
chord.
trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm at this point, I'm done with stealth.
Okay. Saren's just going. Are you just
So
going to
everybody
sprint?
else is looking at or cover his bone, so Gina's just gonna have to follow along with that.
Okay.
Trying to sigh without actually making noise.
All right. So if you're going to be running, we're going to be doing a strength plus toughness athletics for your run down the hill.
That's even worse.
Oof.
Ouch.
Okay.
Nice.
That's 3 successes for Gina. That
Actually,
is.
2. I have unlucky.
Oh, you do have one. Yeah, I didn't see the one. So that's 2 successes for Gina. So Gina and Saren start booking it, and Tristan, who was trying to be quiet, goes fuck and immediately starts to run. And as soon as you do, Tristan, your foot hits a root and you land face first, skidding down the hill a bit. As this
Woo!
happens, you hear the clicking, like directionally point towards you as the thing starts running out of the woods towards your location on the ground.
Well, at least it's
Weird.
not quiet anymore.
Yeah, we are now going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we will enter initiative. Just give everybody a heads up. I think we're going to stop about 11:30 tonight because I have a early morning tomorrow. But we are going to take a quick 10-minute break. Be back about 10:35 if that's good for everybody. Just for a quick bio, and then we will finish up for this evening.
Yes.
This just did. We've reached $125 for our community cause this evening
Oh,
so
boy.
far.
Yeah.
Can we get just a little bit more? Make it nice and round at 150. And tonight we have triggered a t-shirt giveaway due to the generosity of our Twitch watchers.
And these
Thanks,
t-shirts are
guys.
really nice.
Okay. All right, we're back, everybody. Okay, so we are now going to roll initiative to see what they do here. Initiative just means that they are in the middle of some sort of conflict with a creature. It doesn't mean they actually have to go fight it. They can also attempt to escape and things like that. But everybody, please roll a initiative check, which is your coordination and reaction. If you have a combat skill or tactics, that is increased to a D8. If you have tactics, you may also increase somebody else's stuff to a D8.
So for one of my aptitudes, I chose hand to hand. Does that count
Same.
for anything?
Yes, that's a combat skill, so you have a D8 in your initiative.
Okay, so if we have hand to hand, we can upgrade the second attribute, the
Yep.
reaction.
Your skill dice becomes D8s.
Okay, so I need to find a way to remove that. I'm just gonna have to clear it. Do they have a way to clear a single dice, or just that I haven't found yet, or is that just not a feature?
If you click on it, you re-roll it, but there's not a way to clear like an individual dice, as far as I know.
Yeah, I meant to remove, like if you accidentally click the wrong dice type. But I got it this time around. That was not a good thing. Okay,
Well,
currently
you
I'm
did
missing
get an
my
auto
turn,
success.
so I'm gonna try to reroll this D8 and see if that helps me. That's even worse. I can't leave that.
Rough. Okay. Is that your initiatives?
Yeah, at this point, I don't think it's gonna roll high even if I use the rest of my seconds. So I'm just gonna take one. I mean, it's funny that the first thing I rerolled was another one. The dice just don't.
Yeah,
Not
not
only is
loving you
Gina
tonight.
unlucky, I'm unlucky, and that's fine.
Yes. Well, Gina, that is a -1. So you actually lose your first turn. You are stuck on the first turn. Tristan, you got a 1, 2.
2.
So you are actually going first while you're lying on the ground here. Saren got a 0. So you are going after the creature. So Tristan, you're able to. You're the first one to operate here. What are you going to do?
Get up and run.
All right. Are you doing a full sprint or are you trying to be quiet about it?
Is this thing making a quick beeline for us now?
Well, currently it's running towards you. You just made a bunch of noise falling on the ground, so.
Yeah. As I'm getting up, see if I can find something to huck. Chuck it over to the left side of the trail away from where we are heading and then full sprint.
Okay. You can do. So you can't full sprint on the same round you make an action. That is kind of an action. But you may make the throw and then you can move. And then if you decide to sprint next turn. So you're going to do strength, toughness, athletics to throw. Go ahead and roll that for me.
It looks like a 1 success.
You were able to throw a rock
That's
off to the
alright.
side. You hear it crash on off of some trees in the woods, though, and you turn around to kind of like move away from this thing and run. However, it does not skip a beat. It is headed right for you. It seems to have,
All right.
yeah, you on
It knows my
the mine
shape.
there. It knows your shape, so it is going to move towards you, and it's going to like sprint towards you almost and get close enough to swipe at you with its claws. So, whoops, I minimized the thing that I needed to not minimize. There we go. I need you to make a coordination plus reaction to dodge. You have its tenacity would be the one here. However, you can also parry since it's hand to hand, and you have hand to hand as a thing, so you can choose to parry instead of dodge, which would be a strength plus reaction.
We'll go with the dodge.
Okay, so that's coordination plus reaction, and then you need tenacity in order to upgrade that one.
I am not tenacious. So that looks like a 1 success.
It is a 1 success. So its claws, you're kind of like dodge out of the side. Its claws just barely swipe you on your arm, getting a good little scratch on there, cutting through your shirt a little bit. You feel it burn for a second as you dance back, but you're still good to go mostly. Saren, this thing just went right past you, swiped Tristan. What are you doing?
Fuck. Is Tristan still standing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still running. Like I'm still running. Like there's nothing else to do.
All right, so you're gonna make a strength, toughness, athletics. Gina, you are frozen in just annoyed fear this round.
I can't let that stand. I'm gonna try and reroll one time, one more time, please. Okay.
It's 1 success.
Okay.
So you just book it past Tristan as this thing attacks. You're able to make it mostly down the path, and you using your flashlight, which is flickering in front of you. Add a minute, please.
Yeah, you got it.
You're going to get to the bottom, and you're going to get towards the bottom where you can kind of see the darkened campsite. The embers of the campfire are still kind of like burning down there. And yeah, so we're going to go back to the top. Tristan, this thing just sliced at you. What are you going to do?
Yeah, fucking, I'm gonna book it.
Okay. That is a strength toughness.
Tristan did not get to be a survivor by fighting shit that doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
Oof.
That is a oof. Yes, it is.
That is a oof. I guess I could spend some seconds.
Might be a good idea.
Can you refresh my memory on our seconds?
For every 1 second, you can re-roll a dice. For 3 seconds, you can add a d8 to the roll, and then for 6 seconds, you can ignore all distress dice.
All right. Oops. All right, I'll take that. Spent a second to re-roll, and
There
I
you
got
go.
1. That's all you need.
That's all you need. Yes. It is going to start chasing after you.
And I'm going to run.
And you're gonna keep running, definitely.
Can somebody smite the bot?
Yeah, getting there.
Thanks.
It is a little bit faster than you are. So it is hot on your heels as it is running down. You're able to stay just out of its reach for now, but as you hit the bottom of the hill, you do see that the light Saren is shining down shows 2 more of these things in the campsite below you. Saren, what do you do? So you were not quiet. You've run into two more of these things down in the bottom campsite who are clicking in your direction. They're stalking towards you, not running yet, so you know that you may have picked that they may have picked you up, but you're not sure.
Um, I'm gonna. So I'm at the bottom. Do I see Janet's Prius anywhere?
No, it's up. You got to go through this campsite and up a hill, so you're not there yet.
Fuck. Shit. Um. Uh, is there anything to hide behind?
Yeah, there's a building to your left, one of the bunkhouses where the bigwigs are staying, that you can kind of like duck over by without, you know, being in direct line of sight of them. Do you want to do so quietly?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try and quietly duck behind.
All right, that's going to be a coordination plus composure larceny check. And while that roll's being made, Gino, what do you do? Everything just ran right past you as you were frozen there in just disbelief.
Run and hide.
Fuck. Okay. Okay. Okay.
That is 2 successes.
Yes.
Great work. You very quietly, or you stop and you catch yourself, you catch your breath, and you kind of like crawl, kind of lowly crawl and move, shuffle over to the side, pressing your back up against the wall and taking a breath. Just as you and as you look behind you, you see Tristan being chased by the other one straight down the hill. Uh, Gina, what are you doing?
Um, I, would my character have an idea of how to save Tristan here, other than throwing another large object at a different location?
I don't know. Do they?
Is this something? Yeah, I'm gonna keep throwing stuff.
Okay.
And
All right.
try to aim in like the general
Well,
direction of
Tristan and that thing are gone. You don't see anybody where you're at. They ran right past you down the hill through the woods. As you look down the hill, you see some light kind of like shining around from flashlights they had, but you don't know where they're at right now.
Okay. Is there anything explosive
No.
nearby? Okay. Or something loud, like explosively loud.
No, I mean, it's trees. You got a tree bomb, but I don't think you have the ability to make one of those.
No, just like, do I have any agency to save this guy? Like, at all? Uh, if not, she's just gonna, hide.
Okay. I mean, you can hide in the woods there, but you are not headed towards the cars if you are.
I don't have the keys.
No,
Tristan
you don't.
does.
Tristan does.
Yeah.
Now, you do know that thing's chasing Tristan and not you, so.
Yeah, there's no good options here, but I have to fix something. It's gonna pick quietly advance in the direction towards where I'm seeing the flashing lights.
Okay. That's the coordination reaction larceny roll, please. Okay. You feel you move pretty quietly, much quieter than you were before, kind of down the hill, and you're kind of you don't get as far as they did. You're kind of at the top. You kind of like crest this hill area into an opening of trees, so you can look and see as you're following down the creature just on Tristan's heels. You see another light kind of off and up to your left a bit. You think that's Saren, but you can't tell for sure where she's at. Um, Top of the round, Tristan, you are face to face with two others and the clicker behind you, not face to face with, ahead of you are two others, kind of scanning the area, and one directly behind you.
Cool. Directly as in reaching, like
I mean,
reach
if
out
you
and
were to
touch
sprint, you
face.
could reach. If you were to sprint, you'd reach them. Reach them this round, basically. But it'd take 2 rounds of movement roughly to get to them where they're at. You're not far off of the pit of embers, hot coals from the fire before. Off to your
Okay.
right, and then further up to your right is the ranger station slash kitchen area, the big you know building.
All right. And for the fire pit area, how are the logs? Are they horizontal or are they stump?
They're coals right now. They're really hot
Well,
coals.
for like sitting around the fire pit though, for like telling stories and
To
shit.
sit around. Yeah, it's a bunch of little like benches, like cheaply
Oh,
made
it's
kind of.
benches.
Yeah, cheaply made
I was
benches.
hoping it was logs. Jump over a log. Hopefully the monster trips.
I mean, you
Was
can
this
jump
a
over
scout
the
project?
Fire. Anyways, I'm gonna run through where the embers are.
Uh-huh.
And how wide is the fire pit?
It's a sizable fire pit. We're talking about like 4 feet across. Like this is for a big pyre, which is what you guys started off at the beginning of the night, and as it burned down for the evening, it was.
Would a roughly 6-foot person be able to jump that?
I mean, you've got boots on. It wouldn't matter too much, but yeah, you can jump it.
Yeah. Okay.
If
As
you
a
wanna make,
short person, I know I can't do that. So.
yeah, if you were to make a strength plus toughness check with athletics, will tell you if you jump it.
Compared to you in the comments, you were tall. You're taller than I am. Congratulations. That's why Gina's like approaching 6 feet tall because it's fiction. I can do
Alright.
that.
I got my one success. So hopefully it just walks through the fire, starts burning, and I can turn around and smack it if I need to.
Yeah.
Or it
So
gets stuck.
you're jumping across and you're kind of turning. So it does follow you as you jump over. You make a big leap. You're able to clear the fire, landing on the other side. You almost kind of crash into a bench on the other side. But you're able to sort of leap over that. But the creature is running after you, and its legs hit the bench as it does, and it does trip forward. Let's see how it does with that. Hold on.
Please burn your face off.
No successes. Wait,
Woohoo, burns its face
how
off.
many successes? What's going on here? Yeah, okay. It does trip and fall directly into the embers, and you hear it kind of like clicking madly as it goes in there trying to pull itself up. And it does like stand up and get towards you where it's in your face, but you can see where it's been sort of burned. The black shadowy portions have given way to sort of an ashiness where it fell through. And it's not able to reach you this turn because of the obstacles you put in between it. So,
Yay.
Saren, you see this happen. Oh, Tristan, you also notice that the other two are coming at you now.
Yeah, of course.
So wait, it did step in the fire and got burned?
Yeah, it kind of fell into the fire and got burned a little bit, but was able to pull itself over the other side. It's not. It's standing on the opposite side of a bench from Tristan.
Okay. I am going to look around for similar hazards. Like, I'm just like, other than the fire itself, I'm gonna look around for like things that I
big
think
tree
could,
branch.
yeah, for instance, like if I could like get its attention enough.
From where you're at, you don't see anything that's going to be substantial. I mean, there's tree branches and things like that around, but whether or not it trips over those, you have no clue.
Yeah.
Where you're standing, the biggest obstacle is the building that you're leaning against.
And Tristan seems to still be squaring up with the other clicker. Are there like any rocks around me that I can see?
Uh, yeah, there's rocks, sticks, all sorts of stuff in the area.
Okay. I'm going to do something, or Saren's going to do something that Saren is not going to be proud of later. Um, is another how close is another cabin to the one that I'm near?
On the opposite side of that one, there's like 3 in a row, and they're roughly like 3 or 4 feet across from each other, or next, like side by side. So there's a little walking area in between.
Okay. Uh, Saren's gonna take a rock and she's gonna throw it through the window, not of the one that she's hiding behind, but the one next door to it.
Okay, that is going to be a coordination plus toughness, athletics roll for that one. Gina, you have you've watched Tristan and the other one continue their run towards the flames on the right. Saren, you are definitely you throw that rock and it bounces off of the bug screen sitting on the window, hits back and lands against the ground over here, making a bit of noise.
Then, yeah, that's.
You don't know what they're doing yet, though. So.
Yep. Nope. She's just gonna wait.
How in range am I to the clicking versus Tristan standoff?
If you sprint, you could almost reach them this turn, but
Is the fire between me and the clicker?
yes.
Okay. So in that case, I think I will try to draw attention to myself. I'm gonna try to throw stuff, but this time I'm gonna try to throw directly at the clicker in the direction of the fire.
Okay, so that's going to be a strength plus toughness, and that is a weaponry check. Using it as a weapon here. A thrown rock has like a 1 damage.
Okay, strength and toughness are really high, so even though I don't have weaponry, just hand to hand.
No, it's you don't get hand to hands for when you throw a punch.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like I don't get that. Like, there's still a lot of numbers coming up here, so I even with the unlucky, that's a 1.
That's a 1. You hit it in the back with a rock. Your rock throws, it aims true, and it hits it right in the back. It doesn't. Well, it's Tristan's turn now, so you don't know if it got his attention or not. So, what are you doing, Tristan?
All right. So to the right of me, right and ahead, should be the kitchen
And the ranger's
area.
office. Yeah.
Yeah, and all that good shit. Cool. Yeah, I want to get into the ranger's office real quick. So
All right,
that's where I'm going to be heading.
Okay, I would like you to make a. It's gonna be a strength toughness to sprint there.
All right.
Athletics.
I'm a reroll. Yeah, I can do that. All right, that gives me 1 success.
1 success. Okay. Where'd he go? Oh, there he went.
He went home.
Yeah, he left. He was like, I'm tired of this shit. All right.
I'm done being burned. I don't want to trip on this bench. I'm over this.
So
I
it
quit.
is going to continue to run towards you, stumbling over the other bench as it does so. But one of the other two follows you as well. The third, however, is headed towards in between two buildings where it heard some sort of noise. And Saren, you are standing at the back end of the first building, in between the one you threw the rock at. And as you're like poking your head around, you're seeing this third one head up this alleyway in your direction.
I'm going to. That's above. I'm gonna do my damnedest to try and like slowly back away as quietly as I can. Like rather than like taking full steps, taking like half steps, trying to be quiet.
All right, so we're going to call that a coordination plus composure and larceny. Gina, the one you hit with a rock, bolted. It's they're both of them are inside of the big building with Tristan. Tristan, you were capable of making it.
Ooh.
Oh, I didn't explain what you saw. You ran into the building. To the left is the doorway to the ranger's office, and it's like it's open. You notice as your light kind of like shines over it that it looks like someone kicked the door in. And as you get to the door, you see someone on the ground, torn to shreds with the same kind of blood thing going on, laying in front of a gun cabinet.
Sweet. Is there a gun for me?
In the gun cabinet, there is, yeah. There you can see that there's like
Woo!
looks to be a couple of shotguns in there.
Even though I don't have it, I'm gonna take one.
Okay. Well, you can't grab it this round, but
Yep. When I can.
all right. Gina, what do you do? You do see the third one kind of like tailoring off to the left.
Okay, I'm gonna continue the red interference. I'm gonna try to get. I'm gonna try to get close to. Since I'm still like in. I'm trying to figure out the fire. Can I be nearby the fire and beating the one that's going by Saren at the same time, or are they too far
The
apart?
opposite directions. Yeah, if you go
Opposite
to the
directions.
right, that's the fire. To the left is the one. To the left is where the one that's going towards Saren is.
Okay, in that case, I'm still gonna run interference. They're gonna chase my friends if I don't do anything about it. It has to be done.
What are you doing?
Um, taking the heaviest log I can find that's by me and rolling it at the cooker.
Well, there's no big logs near you where you're at. You're in the clearing here. You can
Okay,
grab one of the
clearing.
benches.
Okay, can I like shove a bench?
Yeah.
Okay, shoving the bench. She's pretty big and strong. So that's strength and
Toughness
toughness.
and weaponry is what this one would be. Improvised for the specialty.
Okay, I don't have that, but we still have good dice in this. Carrying heavy things is her strong suit. Okay, even with
Two.
the unlucky, that's still 2 successes.
And you're throwing it at the one going towards Saren?
Yes.
All right. So as you toss it towards the one going towards Saren, you miss. It clatters off of the wall of the first building and lands kind of at the feet. The thing jumps a bit and looks and turns its head sharply, looking down at the bench, and starts clicking back in your direction as it wanders towards the fire. Tristan.
Tristan gonna get a shotgun.
All right. So I need you to. Here's how we're gonna do this. This is gonna be a. You're gonna grab. You can grab the shotgun. It looks like
around you on the ground here is a bunch of glass where it's been shattered. Whoever was trying to do this got eaten or destroyed in some way when this happened, but you're able to reach in and grab a shotgun. And yeah, you may make a coordination plus composure check to shoot the one coming through the door, the one that's been burned a
Heck
little bit.
yeah. So I got to make that a 6. Oh, you're a weirdo. You damn weirdo thing. There we go. There we go. And away we do go. And I shall be spending another second to make another reroll.
You may spend up to 6 seconds.
How many for
3 to add a d8, 1 to reroll.
4 for
6 to
for
ignore
6 for
all
ignoring.
distress
Yeah,
dice.
there we go. Okay, 1.
But you've already spent a second, so you can't spend 6 now.
Nope. So we're gonna try another reroll. Oh, you're a fuck. Add a d8. Why not? Woo. All right. So that gives me 2. Or 1, rather.
Okay,
Just
let's
1.
see.
There we go.
1? Okay.
That's all I needed.
I
did
got
not want
none.
complicated success on that.
I got 1, and the shotgun's damage is 4. So you actually are able. Everybody hears a boom as this shotgun blast goes off. The buckshot hitting this thing kind of in the side of its torso. You're not very good at shooting these, but you do see that it seems to rip kind of a hole in the side of the thing as it is pushed back from the force just a tiny bit. Though 2 of them are able to come in to try to slice you up pretty badly now. I need you to make 2 coordination plus reaction rolls to dodge. You may not parry because you are no longer unarmed, so you can't use your hand to hand to do that.
Would I still be able to use
Dodge, yes, but not parry.
but for the hand to hand?
You can't use okay, dodge. The way this works now is you may use hand to hand or weaponry for a parry attempt. You may not use that for a dodge attempt. A dodge is tenacity.
Okay. Gotcha. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get cut.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get cut. This thing
Oh, no,
got
wait.
1, 2.
No, wait, I got 1.
Yeah, I mean, he got 4 successes though. So
I'm still gonna get cut.
yeah, this one swipes its claws at you after you fire at it, lunges in, coming down across your chest for 5 damage.
Okay.
The second one bounding into the room as it clicks, and it jumps at you with its mouth. I need you to make another dodge roll.
And that's another 1.
This time you're able to you put up the shotgun just in time, like the butt of it, to push its head away, and you are not bitten at all in this one.
Oh, good.
The third one, however, is now kind of searching around for whatever made this noise, heading towards the fire. Saren, what do you do?
You're muted.
Ah, thank you. Thank you for I was fixing something. Well, my only ride that I know of Yeah. Is currently probably in danger. So, oh Lord, I'm gonna do something really, really stupid. I'm gonna take off towards the cars. Um, and I'm going to shriek.
Okay. Okay. So I want you to make your sprinting this time.
Yep. Yep, I am.
All right, you're gonna go with a strength, toughness, athletics. Gina, what do you do?
Besides react to horror to this plan, since I just I just was drawing the attention to the clicker to
Try
protect
again.
her. I'm gonna
Last time.
gonna try to get the clicker into the fire.
Nope.
By making a lot of noise on the other side of the fire so that they will hear that noise over the fire noise.
Uh, okay, you're attempting to get its attention by screaming or something. Okay, first off, Saren, you got a -1 there.
Yeah, I did.
So you just land as you're like running and sprinting. It's still dark, and you land on your face, sliding. You rip open kind of like your you rip open portions of your pajamas, getting scratched up all over from just you were booking it as you landed. You've got all these scars and scabs like over your elbows and arms and stuff. Your flashlight goes like your light goes bounding off into the distance, landing light side down, making it difficult to see. You did, however, manage to scream at the top of the lungs of your lungs as you were going down, and that is where you will stay. Gina uh, is going to continue to try to yell to get its attention.
Yeah, yelling, banging two benches together. Just
We're gonna call this a intuition plus manipulation.
it's gonna hurt.
Uh, and I don't know what aptitude I want to call it here. Performance.
Let's go. Oh, okay.
All right. You make some noise. Tristan, it's back to you. There's one that you burned a bit and shot.
So the guy or the clicker dudes, they're like side by side, yeah?
Yeah, in the room with you. One of them just bit at you,
All
the
right.
other one clawed at you. Your back's up against the cabinet here.
Yeah. I'm gonna take aim between both of their heads and hopefully catch them both.
Okay. Well, so you
As
can
much
only
as I
target
can
one.
aim.
You can only target
Damn.
one of them. So
Okay. Well, I'm gonna shoot one. Dealer's choice.
the one you hit, or the one you've already hit, or the other one that tried to bite you.
Let's go for the one who tried to bite me, because he's
Okay.
fresh.
That is a composure or coordination plus composure check.
God.
That's a bit of an oof there.
Yeah. Yep. Sure is. Sure is.
You gonna do any seconds to that, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna do 3 for nothing. That's cool. That's really cool. So there's my 3rd minute. And
Yeah, 3 more seconds to spin.
Yep, I'm gonna spend one to give me a reroll.
Can re-roll the d8. It's probably the best
There
one to
we go.
re-roll. There you go.
Binary. Got one.
Unfortunately, it is a little too quick, dodging to the side as the blast goes off against the wall behind you. I need you to make 2 coordination plus reaction rolls, please.
You got it.
This one swipes at you after it dodges your shot, and you are able to like dance over to the side behind the desk, very gracefully. You feel as you stay out of its reach. Do so again, please.
I said, hell no to the no, no, no. All right. And then I lay down for the other one to gore me because
That's a 1. Actually, yeah. So this one actually dives at you, kind of over the desk, and its mouth latches on to. You raise the gun to try to block again, but this time it latches on to your left arm, and you see as the teeth sink in, another set of teeth seems to appear from like around it, almost like and pull themselves down as that inner mouth pulls itself in, almost like it's grinding your skin inwards. You do take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage.
That's the description.
cool.
That is definitely a description. Woof. Just woof.
How many damage have you taken so far, Tristan?
All of it. I got one left.
11.
Okay. You
Good
are
luck,
definitely feeling worse for wear right now. However,
The third one is running. It just ignores Gina. It's running right towards Saren, who made a much larger crash and scream, and it is on top of you as you turn, like coming down right across your chest with its claws. Make a coordination reaction roll, please.
Well, I was hoping it was far away enough to where like it wouldn't be on top of me in a single turn. But here we are.
Well, if you didn't, you failed, so you didn't get that far on the sprint.
That's true, actually. Yeah, I forgot about that. I was just trying to get them off Tristan. I'm surprised that they haven't gone for me more often. I'll
Is
be
that your roll?
honest. Yeah, that's. I'm actually gonna try and. I'm gonna try and make it a little better. Just. Okay, I'm gonna try and make it a little better than that. It's just. Yes. Okay.
Okay, you didn't do too bad there. You were able to kind of like move out of the way as its claws kind of rake across your torn up like your bougie pajama top or whatever. It leaves kind of like a raking slash right up under your chest at the top of your belly, sort of scratching in a little bit. You do take 2 damage from it, but you're able to mostly not take the brunt of that situation. Gina.
Okay. I'm gonna see if I can pull the. I'm just gonna run up to Sarah and see if I can pull this thing off of her.
You have hand to hand, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'd like you to make a strength plus toughness hand to hand. If you have grapple as a specialty, that would be added here. But you're gonna
Yeah,
try
I
to
didn't
pull this
fill out
thing
any
off and
specialties.
slam it down or whatever.
I'm just gonna roll all these dice and laugh because wow.
You got a -1.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to use some seconds here. Okay, so let's start out with this right here that's being a pain in the tuchus. Okay, now that immediately has gone up to being. I'm going to use that and the auto success that the chat gave earlier, and we'll call that a 2. And I'm
That
approaching that second minute
that
a little
works.
bit.
So, Saren, you see this thing after it swipes at you. You see Gina just kind of like wrap her arms around it and pull it and slam it on the ground right next to you. You hear its
Whoa.
head sort of bounce off the ground for a moment. You hear its head bounce off the ground as Gina is now standing on top of the thing, holding it.
I'm
Um,
living for this right now. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so
Carrying massive bags of supplies every day has led up to this moment.
also, oh, I need to open a thing real quick. I apologize. Where's chapter 4? Where'd you go? That's not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. Oh, okay. Where'd it go? Oh, so Gina, you did not actually have your phone out, right?
No, I
Or
I
did
think
you?
she's just been carrying it with her. Like, it would probably be in the bunk with her as like an alarm clock, but I think she
Okay, well,
probably had
either
it
way,
away
you
the
can't.
time.
Yeah, so you had your phone on you. That's right. You said you got it. I had just forgotten.
I don't know if I actually said either way. I think it was just assumed, but she
You,
hasn't been carrying it around.
she has not.
I thought like with the light out.
Okay, she has been carrying around. Okay.
I just assumed she
Cool.
was trying to conserve battery, since like that tends to be a plot point in this kind of thing.
Yeah, sorry. I'm all right. So, Tristan, it is your turn, and you are like you're panicked, but then something comes over you, something that you just sort of you're not able to explain, but it's like everything slows down just for a moment. You are currently using reflexive cognition. Um, so you basically they don't get to increase their dodge dice.
One of my favorites.
Yep. So go ahead and add that to your first hour slot there, Tristan,
Yep.
and make your shot. Against which one?
I'm the one that just bit my arm.
Okay.
And do I add a minute?
You do.
Alrighty, so that's
It's a 0 right now, but you may reroll.
mm, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Or add some
5,
d8s.
6. No. Yeah, screw that. I think I will go ahead and add 2 d8s.
There you go.
Why not? All right. And
There
both
you
succeeded.
go. That is pretty good.
There we go.
So fortunately, it got 0 because of your downgrade here, and you have 4, 5, 6. That's 6. So it staggers it as well.
Nice.
You basically put this thing right up on its chin and blow part of its head off. It's you see like the
shadow form and like teeth kind of like fly off from where it's at, and it falls backwards over top of the desk onto the ground. This you need to make a coordination reaction really quickly because the other one is going to still attack you. And you're able to dodge that one too. I
Woo!
roll it. Well, no, you got a 0. You're gonna have. You've already spent all 6 seconds this turn, so.
Yep.
The dice were in the middle. It threw me off.
Yep.
Oh,
So
it never mind. It rolled a 0, so it does not hit. Wait, no, it rolled a 0. So yeah, this is gonna actually come at you, and it's going to slice you across, across your face, sort of, and you are gonna go down. And that is where we're actually gonna pause. This is gonna be the last round because we're gonna pause and then pick up with your decision next week on what you want to do for this moment. Bum bum bum. Saren, though, Saren, you are in your now ruined pajamas on the ground with Gina slamming this thing down next to you. What do you do?
Fuck it. I'm gonna try and kick at its head.
Okay.
Kick it while it's down.
You're having a hard time seeing because of the lack of light. You need to add another minute for all the flickering lights.
Yep.
But we're gonna combine that with like you kind of shake your head and open your eyes, and you have the ability to see in the dark for some reason.
Oh shit!
Add Shadow Pierce to your character sheet.
Yes, I love Shadow Pierce.
All right, so you're gonna make a Strength plus Toughness hand-to-hand check to kick this thing.
Where have I? Shadow Pierce. Shadow Pierce is literally my favorite thing. Wait, hold on. You said coordination, toughness, and my distress die. Hey!
That's not terrible. It still is able to like kind of like move its way out, and you don't really get any good shot on it. But for some reason, you can see, and you're not sure why. Gina, you feel something come over you as you're holding this thing, and something compels you simply to just grab it and continue to hold it as your hands start getting really, really cold. I want you to. It is going to take
nice.
2 damage as part of its body starts to freeze, and you have frostbite as your first hour dread manifestation.
Nice. That was like the first power I ever rolled up. That's a
And,
throwback. I like it.
Yeah. So let me make sure I got all their life things down. So number 1 has 3.
Yeah, no, I haven't used powers since Midnight at Milton. This is hype.
Okay. And this is where we will end for the evening. While they're in the middle of this fight, we will pick up and finish it next Monday. Just to give everybody a heads up, this may last 3 weeks because I've extended some of it because I'm playing around with some stuff. But we will not be playing Labor Day if we do. That'll be in 2 weeks. So just a heads up on that one. A lot of people are going to be in and out of town, stuff like that. So we're just going to, that is a holiday and we're going to be off. But we will join everybody here next week at 9 p.m. on the compound. I would like to thank everybody for joining us. This evening we have raised how much? Anyone?
$125.
$125 this evening. Thank you very much, everybody, for all that you have, for all your donations and for helping us out this evening. We're gonna do a giveaway. Everybody type ticket for their giveaway. I want to type ticket because I forgot to. Bought a ticket. There we go. And if we want to go ahead and do that, and while we're doing that, we're gonna have everybody sign off. We're gonna start with Tristan.
Hey, everybody. It's been your friendly neighborhood Twitch mod here, Cheese Cat. I've been playing Tristan Applewhite this evening. It's been good to be back, and we'll see what happens next week. You can follow me on Twitter at Cat Maze. That's cat with a K, Maze like the baseball player. Or you can find me on TikTok if you feel like watching stupid shit that I post. That's at Cheese Cat.
All right, Gina.
Hi, I'm Pixie. I played Gina Nietzsche tonight. I don't have anything to plug, but I hope everybody has a good and restful evening after listening to this horror game.
And Saren.
Hello, I am Ourania Stars. I played Saren Shockley. This is by far one of the most fun sessions in Midnight World I've had yet. Thank
And
you
you
all.
also just won the giveaway.
Yeah.
I did? Oh
That's why I
my
was
god!
the poetry snaps for
Amazing. Great. Awesome. Speaking of that, thank you all so much for all your donations tonight, and thank you for being here. It is always lovely to see your faces. You can find me at my channel at twitch.tv/AuraniaStars. I will be properly debuting this model at the end of the month, as well as my new Minecraft server. And I look forward to seeing y'all there too.
And I am Gavin, or Comrade Papa Bear, one of the designers on the Midnight World. I want to thank everybody yet again for joining us on Midnight Monday. As I mentioned in the beginning of the thing, this game will be released very soon on Drive-Thru RPG. Should be September 1st. I will have more information as we get closer to that date, but right now, September 1st looks to be the day. We have been finishing the layouts. The book looks so pretty. Very excited about it. I would like to thank Izzy for being our tech person, host, and all around savior of me having to do any of that kind of work, which is awesome. Um, and and we look forward to speaking to seeing you all next week. And let's see. And again, thank you. Blackwater D&D is that's the one in the Discord, I believe, tomorrow.
I-
Oh, we're raiding Blackwater D&D, but we have tomorrow the Discord D&D on.
Which is Wicked Independent Prestige Incorporated.
There we
With
go.
yours truly playing a very mini tar.
A mini
Mm.
tar. There
Izzy's
you go.
a dork.
Well, please, yeah, if you want to check that out, everybody should. And we will see you next week. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.